William E. Leuchtenburg, eminent presidential historian and Ken Burns consultant, dies at 102. Leuchtenburg died Tuesday at his home in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, according to his son, Joshua A. Leuchtenburg, who cited no specific cause of death. A professor emeritus at the University of North Carolina and a published author for more than 70 years, William E. Leuchtenburg was praised for his encyclopedic knowledge and rigorous, but accessible style. He received some of the top awards given to historians, including the Parkman and Bancroft Prizes, was a political analyst for CBS and NBC and consulted on several of Ken Burns' PBS documentaries. In 2008, he was given the Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr. Award for Distinguished Writing of American History. Leuchtenburg's notable books include Franklin D. Roosevelt and the New Deal and The Perils of Prosperity, a history of the U.S. from World War I to the peak of the Great Depression. Although politically liberal, his expertise called upon by aides to Lyndon Johnson and other Democratic politicians, he was as willing to point out the New Deal's disappointments as its successes. His scholarship was closely studied by younger FDR historians, from Jonathan Alter to Burns' collaborator Jeffrey Ward, who dedicated the 2014 book The Roosevelts to Leuchtenburg. And he was otherwise known for his generosity with Ward and others who sought his expertise. His most influential work was likely the Bancroft-winning Franklin D. Roosevelt and the New Deal, published in 1963. Leuchtenburg found that the impact of FDR's vast and unprecedented response to the Depression was limited by political calculation, especially the president's reluctance to challenge racial segregation in the South, and that it never demonstrated that it could achieve prosperity until the U.S. entered World War II. But he also credited the New Deal with transforming the role of federal government and Roosevelt with reinventing the presidency, using the young medium of radio to convince millions that he knew them personally. Nothing is glossed over at all, the New York Times' Charles Poor wrote upon the book's release. You live here through years of tumult and disaster, triumph and ineptitude in daring.